What is up, everybody? My name is Big Cam and welcome back to a trailer reaction. I haven't done one of these in a while. There hasn't been a real good trailer that's came out that I was like, I kind of want to react to this. It's probably since the first trailer from the world of John Wick, Ballerina, starring ARMAS, and now there is a second teaser trailer out, and this is about 2 minutes long, so we're going to go through and break down and point out little details that we're thinking look cool or are interesting or maybe I think need to be talked about. But this movie comes out June 6th of this year, and I've been waiting for this one. I loved John Wick 4. I thought it was awesome. I love the John Wick series. I have a series of videos, you know, doing reviews on those movies. And then I did a video, I think, counting the deaths. And I think there's a grand total of like 400 and something deaths through the 4 movies. And this is just going to start adding on to it, you know. But Ana de Armas playing a badass Russian gangster assassin, I'm not mad at it all. But let's get right on into this trailer, shall we?
In Slavic mythology, the Kikimora is a spirit that exists in the shadows. To those with darkness in their hearts, she can be vengeful. But to the innocent, she can be a protector. It's up to you to choose.
So it looks like we're going to be getting Mr. Baba Yaga, the boogeyman himself, John Wick, versus the Kikimora? So this is like a woman Baba Yaga boogie woman? Yeah, I'll go with it. But we see in that clip that she does a little bit of fighting. She's got her own kind of like Chiron, if you would. She's getting a back tattoo, kind of like John Wick's back tattoo, with a cross with wings on it and some words at the top, probably in Latin maybe. We see a ballerina spinning in like one of those like music box type things. She's in a club. Of course they're in a club. I love the lighting and the like lighting sources in these movies. Like they're always in clubs and it's always got these colorful lights, and I like that the movie has like these lights and color to it, and they can be in black and still lit pretty well, but they're lit from being in the nightclub. If they were outside on a roof, it might not be so good here. But at the end of that clip, she fucking puts her foot on some guy's foot and then shoots him in the dick. Ooh, oh, that one's gonna make a bunch of guys in the theater clutch their pearls when that happens. But on to the next portion of the clip, we see the legendary Lance Reddick returning as Chiron, the front desk manager of the Continental.
Welcome to the Continental. Checking in.
I'm looking for the tribe with this mark.
Needing to know is what got us banished from the Garden of Eden. Are you prepared to be cast out again, Eve?
Yes.
So it looks like Eve here is going to be cast out. I'm not sure what her last name is, but Eve, of the Rust Aroma, which we see the Russian woman and like the ballerinas dancing on stage, and we like saw in, I don't know if it's John Wick 2 or 4, where he like goes to see the Russian woman and we see a ballerina dancing on stage, and it's like, oh, so this movie is probably gonna retcon that ballerina that was on stage into being Eve, or maybe just one of the ballerinas that would be dancing on this stage is going to be Ana de Armas' character. But I'm very happy to see Ian McShane returning as his character as well. I love his voice, just a magical deep voice. Chiron is a beast, and we also see that Norman Reedus is going to be playing a character named Daniel Pine, and he's got like an X on his wrist, and like he's a part of some group that she's hunting down, and whatever she's doing is going to get her cast out again, and she's prepared for this. So on to the next portion of the clip.
I'd like to go hunting.
Will this be a large or small game hunt?
Large.
Wow, so this June, Eve's going for a big game hunt, and we're going to see plenty of action, shooting, explosions, the weapons room in the Continental, although it's not the same guy that's in the room. But that's alright. The guy that's in there seems to be like a big fat British black guy, and I think I recognize him from a few movies, and every time I see him he's always fine. But yeah, so Eve's hunting, and she's got a large game hunt, and there's car stunts with Ana de Armas, and gun stunts, and fighting, and it all coming this June. And then it looks like they're going to like this snowy setting with a church and guys hunting her down. And on to the next portion of the clip.
You have no idea what you just walked into.
Wow, vengeance has a price, as we see Norman Reedus' character saying, you have no idea what you walked into. So yeah, she's maybe stumbling across something she shouldn't be messing with, and Norman Reedus' character is going to be in here as a big role. And then it looks like Ana de Armas gets to wield a flamethrower, and we get some dope fire action from above as vengeance has a price, but what price shall she be paying?
There's a declaration of war if she's not called off.
Perhaps I can send someone to solve the problem.
The Baba Yaga.
Ooh, so Eve in her actions have a declaration of war put on her, and her Russian mother says she can send somebody to take care of her to solve the problem. And the Baba Yaga shows up, and we see Johnny Wick himself, Keanu Reeves, stepping off a train, and this guy is happy that the Baba Yaga has come to deal with the Kikimora. I already forgot what her thing is. I'm sure she'll be just as legendary, but this is her first movie, right? He's had 4 of these movies to build this hype and lore around this character, around the Baba Yaga, and she's getting her first. So maybe this leads into more films with her. Maybe this leads into a John Wick 5. There has been some rumors that maybe that's in the works, but it is cool that John Wick, you know, spoilers for John Wick 4, he technically dies in that movie, but kind of off screen. And if you don't see the body die itself and get put into the ground or an open casket, I always believe that they're alive. So there's potential for a John Wick 4. Maybe even he goes back in time. It's more of like a prequel, but like a 5th movie, you know what I mean? But Baba Yaga versus Eve. On to the next portion of the clip.
Leave the wolf to its prey.
She sent you here to kill me?
Or you can leave.
I'm not leaving.
Your choice.
Ooh, so she has a choice to be killed by him or leave. And he clearly doesn't want to kill her, because that's not his first option. But she goes, he's like, your choice. She just starts opening fire at him. We see that he has an armored suit on still, much like in the Continental movies. And then a giant explosion happens for a building up on a cliffside. But last portion of the clip, here we go.
This is your fate. And you cannot change it.
Rules.
And consequences.
Ooh, so Eve has sealed her fate, and whatever fate she has come to meet is Mr. John Wick Baba Yaga. And we clearly see that she's killing more folks, and she kills a guy, shoots him in the head, or shoots another guy in the head, then takes his axe and then kills someone else with the axe. I think Ana de Armas is going to be making a lot of dudes' fantasies in this movie, because she's gorgeous, but seeing a gorgeous woman do terrible, violent actions, I think is like a very niche audience of men that are going to be like, I love this! But I love it, but not for that reason. You know, I just love movies. You guys, I think that's evident from my channel, the amount of movies I've watched over the last couple years and reviewed on the channel. But Eve's got to meet the rules and consequences for her actions, and John Wick's got her lined up in her sights, and that's where we end this trailer. And you're like, okay, so she's going to be fighting John Wick, they're maybe going to be working together. I don't know, maybe she dies at the end of this movie and it's just a one-off, one and done, and he has to kill her and walk away, and then that leads us into wherever he went, John Wick 4 or whatever. But from the world of John Wick, Ballerina starring Ana de Armas, coming June 6th to a theater near you. Comment below, would you be going to see this movie? Are you a fan of the other 4 John Wick movies? Which one is your favorite? I don't know, probably 4 because it looks phenomenal. But I think 2 or 3 might have the better story. I mean, Halle Berry in 3 is awesome. But John Wick 1, I think, is still the epitome of that franchise because it's just a genuinely good movie, right? Like, sure, it's got egregious action and violence and some gory stuff, but, like, it's short, tight, and, like, you understand why he's doing all that violence. They hurt his freaking dog, right? Like, you don't fuck with somebody's dog. If somebody ever fucked with my dog, I would be Baba Yaga-ing the shit out of everybody that was involved. You understand? Especially my dog. My dog's cute. Boy. Cute boy. He's right underneath the desk right now, just waiting for me to finish recording. He's like, okay, Dad, let's hang out. You know, he's a great dog. But that's it for me from the Ballerina teaser trailer number 2. I'd love to know your thoughts on it. Maybe go back and check out the first teaser trailer. Let me know how I did on both of those. But if you've made it this far in the video and you would like to support the channel, the best way to do that is by liking this video, commenting down below, subscribing if you're new, hitting that bell so you don't miss future videos and you get the notifications. Thank you guys so much for coming on by. Once again, my name's Big Cam. Please do all the things, like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the channel. Share this video with a friend, and I'll see you beautiful people in the next one. Peace.